Hi guys, welcome to Weekly Roundup with your host, David Singletary. This week I'm so excited because we're jumping right in with Raven-Symoné going into Sister Act. That's right, honey. Patina Renee Miller is out. The diva, the confidant, she is my girl, and I was like, who can replace her? Apparently, Raven-Symoné. I was like, honey, if they're going to get Raven-Symoné to replace her, they're clearly going to have to take down the key and, take out the waist. Because, let's be honest, Patina's small. Raven, not so much. Or, so we thought. Have you seen the pictures of her in the costumes? Honey, she is cinched. Good for you, Raven. Good for you. I mean, they're still going to have to lower the key because you're not belching those high notes like Patina Renee Miller, but I love it. Let's go eat something fattening. We're like best friends, she and I. The real question is how is she going to get all that weave into that costume? That's going to be a problem because she's not taking it out. She is not taking it out. Speaking of problems, Jesus Christ Superstar is apparently getting off to a little rickety start. They've had all these technical issues and show stops. Honey, it's like Spider-Man, only Jesus. Jesus is flying, or is he? Because apparently they're having technical issues. Get it together. Fly Jesus, just like Spider-Man. Anyway, a show that is not having problems is Now.Here.This. Now, this is the people who brought us Title of Show, which, as you all know, or you should know, is hilarious. And it's over at the Vineyard. So the same people came back. It's going to be music by Jeff Bowen, book by Hunter Bell, and of course, Susan Blackwell. No one is funnier. And on stage, Heidi Blickenstaff, who I'm obsessed with. Shout out to Little Mermaid. She is a beltress, and I'm obsessed with that. Now, the Vineyard has been so incredibly nice. They've actually asked me to come see it, along with the Boo. I'm pointing back there because he's back there asleep, probably like ready to stab me. And we'll be there Saturday night. So come see the show, come see us, and we'll talk about it afterward. Also, new shows. Apparently Tupac Shakur. Now, white people, you may not know who this is, but he is a rap legend. He is going to be having a musical about with his music in it. Well, he's not going to have it because clearly he can't be there writing it like Sondheim because he's, 6 feet under. But his music is going to be alive once again in musical form. It is going to be called Holla If You Hear Me, which is really, a very classy title. And apparently his mother is ecstatic. So that's really all the validation I need. I say I'm going to strap on a bulletproof vest and go see it. Maybe it's just me, but Tupac Shakur. I just can't wait for the people who, start claiming that they see him there because, he, like Elvis, people say is still alive. I don't know. Bulletproof vest, ticket, me. A show that I'm not going to have an armored car to go see is The Nightingale. Now, the people who brought us Spring Awakening is bringing us a new show. Duncan Sheik and Steven Sater have a new show called The Nightingale, like I said before, based on Hans Christian Andersen. It's going to be at the La Jolla Playhouse in their 2012-2013 season. So embryos, please get out that sheet music and start practicing because they only take very, very young people in cribs and diapers, which I, qualify because I'm very, very young. People who are not as young, but still fierce, Betty Buckley. Now, Betty Buckley did Broadway Backwards 7 very recently at the Al Hirschfeld Theater. This is a big benefit. It benefits Broadway Cares, Equity Fights AIDS, which is a hugely important charity in my mind. I can't say enough how important it is to support Broadway Cares, Equity Fights AIDS, and this is one way that they do it. Apparently, it's a gender-bending show where women sing men's songs and men sing women's songs. So we have Betty Buckley and Robin De Jesus, which, let's be honest, is not that much of a stretch. I love you, Robin, but, you're a bit of a lady, hence the roles you've played. But I love you anyway. So they raised over $329,000 for Broadway Cares, Equity Fights AIDS. Such an important cause, and while we are on the roll with the important things and just a more serious tone, we have lost a really important person in the Broadway community. Oscar and Grammy Award winning composer Robert Sherman passed away at 86, so obviously he had a good run of it. You were 86 years old, but it's still such a loss. He wrote such songs from movies like Mary Poppins and The Jungle Book and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and The Aristocrats, which are songs that will live on in infamy. Speaking of songs that will live on in infamy, he wrote It's a Small World After All. Honey, He may be gone, but he will never be gone because that song sticks in your head for days and days. You're probably humming it right now. I get off that ride, and for weeks I'm singing it. So, hey, you are still here with us, and you always will be. So, yeah, I think that's it for this week's weekly roundup. And remember, if it's on Broadway, I have something to say. Bye, guys.